Well, hello everybody and welcome back to TIMBERBORN Season 3, Episode 26. This is Update 7 as well, so welcome. We have quite a bit planned today, so let's just see what we can start off with. Before we do that, let me just quickly go ahead and let you know we have done all in the previous episode. Essentially, we have completed our aqueduct. That is completed. Beautiful, wonderful. And we've started building inside of our underground over here. So I think that's a good way to go with it. You know, I think it's going to go pretty good. Left hand side is going to be residential and all those type of things, and on the right hand side will be farms. Right, so we've also started our big tower of the, what do you call this thing? I can't remember what you call it. My apologies. The earth recultivator. Yeah, we were starting our building on that one as well. So let's just hope they can get to that. They should be able to, considering they do have ladders over there. Underneath there, they have a few places to live as well. But enough of our previousness. Oh, we also got these new large water pumps and water storage for them. But anyways, let's get to today's plans. So today we are doing the following. Right, let me see how I can do this. Okay, so we need to have a farm, but I don't want the farm to be directly on that. I think you can actually build it like this. Let me have a look here. Can you? No, don't think you can. I mean, that's fine. It's not a problem. It just takes up 2. So we're going to start off with this. And then what we're going to do is we're going to have, I think the farm takes up 3. So therefore we might need another one over there, and then we'll just add farming. No, not the farming structure. We want this one over here, I think. Something like so. Maybe not even necessary for that. No, wait, hold on. Don't want it to be that high up. Let's just remove those. Yes, thank you. Remove those. Yes, thank you. We're going to do this again. I do apologize, but we're going to just have them something like that. I know you can definitely build underneath that, so that's good. Righto. So what we're going to do is have an efficient farmhouse right over there. I think if we just flip it around, you know what? It's not even necessary for that big one. Make it a bit smaller. We are going to go with a 2. Double up only. No, not like that. It needs to still be like so. There we go. And then we'll have the farmhouse over here. So efficient farmhouse. Beautiful. That's going to be over there. And they will have plant crops. We want wheat over here. Yeah, I think that's good. Righto. So we're going to start off with wheat over here, which means we'll naturally need some more, gristmill and bakery. Yeah, we're going to need those. But we'll get to that part as soon as possible. Now, what we're going to need for this side is, let's just quickly have a look, see what we got over here. Alright, so this is going to go up to here. What we would like to do essentially over here is have storage, because, well, naturally we need to store. Righto, I do apologize about that, just had to sort out the dog again. So anyways, right, so where were we? So we need storage over there for these here lovely things. So let's see, I am thinking of having, well, first and foremost we are going to need one for wait, no, let's do it like this. Right, housing first. Oops, 1, 2, 3, and then one of the smaller ones again. Something like so, and then we'll have the storage on top of that. So one over there and one right over there. That looks pretty good. Right, then after that we just need to ensure that they have places to go. So this is also going to be the wellness area, so we're going to focus a lot on their well-being. So let's just have a look here. So if we have, just get that nice, have those right over there and right over there. We'll have a few medical beds over there. Let's see if that is going to work out as we intend. Naturally, what we need to do here, it's not going to be a lot of layers, but we need it to work out the way we want it to. So let's see if we do a double up again, like so. I think it has to be, yeah, I think it's something like that. And then we are going to have these all the way through to over there, which is going to cover up this entire area. Yes, it is indeed. That is our idea right there. And naturally we are going to have to do a little something over there so that we can actually work with, let's just see here, one down. Is that where we are? I think this is about where we were. Yeah, there we go. Right, so we got that layer over there. Let's just slow it down for a second so that we can actually see what we're doing. All right, and then naturally what we want to have over here as well. Let's just see here. Back to the well-being. There we go. That is what I wanted. We have the medical beds over here, which we have those. Flip them around, have those ones over there. Little pathway running through there, and then naturally we still need to have some more things on this side. Can't just leave it open. Right, let's see. When we go to well-being, we would like to have let's see what will fit in here. How about a dance hall? Will the dance hall fit in here? Weirdly it will. What? That is so cool. Okay, we're gonna do that. That's a good idea. I am liking that. Okay, so remove that. I am impressed that it actually fits in there. That is awesome. Right, so dance hall right over there. Hey, there you go. Loving it. Right, so that is what we have over there, and then we'll obviously have a little bit of decorations down here as well. Naturally, that is necessary, so I'll have two little benches right there. We'll add in a lantern, I suppose, over there. Maybe another little lantern right there. Let's see. And then actually, they're going to be a little bit secluded, so let's just say they need to have something to read as well. Just to know what's going on in the rest of the village, I suppose. And a little bit of a shrub right over there. That seems good enough to me. Add in a path. There you go. That's gonna be awesome. Right, so that is the last layer that they have to build, and then actually we'll figure something out on this side as well. Maybe add another layer of some sort. But for now, I would say this is looking pretty good. We just need to be able to close this up actually. So I'm thinking for that, we might want to, let's just go back up. Need to close it up, close it up, close it up. Can we close it up with this? We can actually do that. Yeah, that's good. There we go. And that is our whole plan basically for this. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Right, okay. On to the next step that we need to do is essentially we want to have another bot factory. So where do we do this? So it's going to be on this area over here. And then we want to add another bot factory. So I would say yes, let's build a bot factory over there. They do have their little way up there and it is already connected, so no need for more power right there. That's good. Right, so I already switched this one over to the bot chassis. So it was the bot limbs over there. No, it's not full up yet, but it's not a problem. Right, so we have some bot chassis over here. We just need bot heads. So this one right here will be working on the bot heads. I think that should do the trick. They are connected. That is wonderful. Let's see. No problem with this. Not a problem at all with our biofuel. Biofuel is looking great. So essentially, let's just see. Then I would like to add the bot assembler as well. Now this one's going to take up to a... Well, this one also works quite nicely. So let's just say you shall be right over there. I think that's good. And then what we're going to do is we're just going to add... I think that is it. Whoops, no, we need one more. Right, that's going to be needing one more. Something like so. Right, and then this just goes around. Oops, not that far. Just there. And let's just quickly tidy this up a little bit. Beautiful. So this is going to be the bot assembler. So that is going to be quite interesting. I'm not going to do a lot of them. Just a few, I suppose. I'm not really too concerned about those. Just want to have them done as well. I think that is actually quite good. This is pretty looking pretty darn amazing, to be quite honest. A little bit messy, but I'm liking it. I'm liking it. It looks busy. It looks like they have really outdone themselves. Right, and then as soon as we have all that is needed over here, we are going to add this as well. So I think let's firstly just lower this down again. Don't need that. All right, okay, so you can see this is going quite good. It's going well. And yes, indeed, we are going to move on to this area as well today. So right now, let's just have a look. This is all looking wonderful and beautiful. So what we're going to do now is, as you can see, 32. Yeah, nice. Okay. I'm going to have those there. This needs to be finished. Hopefully they can actually finish this. Will they be able to do so? Think so. Let's just have a look here. Not exactly sure. I don't think they can reach it. No, they should be able to reach it. I mean, it's right here. Just put that down there. I do believe so. I think let's just join them up like that for now. Ensure that they can actually get everywhere they need to and get everything built. I do want to prioritize this right here. No, man. Why are you prioritizing that? No, I want you to prioritize this. Something like so, I believe. This should be quite good. Let's see if that works. I want to get that done. And then I'm not too concerned about how quickly they get these done. As long as they get it done. So let's just say all of this is going to be high priority, but not the highest of priorities. So that is good. Let's get that in there. There we go. And then naturally we want to just ensure that they actually have access to this. I think they do. So this is going to go around something like so. Is that necessary? No, I think it needs to be one down. Oh no, they're already there. Okay, that's fine. That's perfectly fine. But we'll just give them that extra little bit of area to walk and move about. So I think that's good. Righto, it's half a day, not even half a day to a drought. Not a problem. We'll get back to this as soon as we can. Let's see. Obviously, we want to keep that water flowing. And this water needs to stop. Yeah, I suppose so. Okay. We'll get there. We'll get there. This is looking great. Making really good progress. Wow. Didn't see that coming. Right, so they're doing quite good over there. Would have these little spots over here that they're busy building as well. Just making it look a bit better at the bottom. And let's just see if we can add that one over there just to ensure that they can get there. Alrighty, this is wonderful. Let me just quickly pause these. Don't want them to pump everything dry, especially because it's, wow, it's quite a while actually. It's quite a long one, so we're going to just stop that. They have the capability of doing 7,200. That is beautiful. Alrighty, let's just quickly move on to this area over here. Exactly what we want to do right now is going to just be move upward. Something like so. So there's quite a bit happening in this episode. I'm not going to argue that. Let's see. So we want it to be right over there. I think that's pretty good. And then naturally we are just going to be doing a little bit of that. And then what I would like to have here is actually, let's go to water. That's it. We want the bad water rig. So we are going to add the bad water rig. Going to cost us 4,000. Not a problem. We have 12,000. So that is something we are going to work on. Gears, treated planks, and metal blocks, which is perfectly good and dandy. So let's just have a look here. Get that over there. They should be able to get that done as well. Alrighty, so that is priority. I would really like this to be done actually today, so I'm not too worried about this. I think what that means is we are going to just go down again. Just change this to a lower priority, not that important. Here we go. Everything, yeah, it's still a high priority to get this done, but I am feeling like it is decent and sufficient for them to just get to it in a slower pace. It's not that important. What am I missing here? Everything looks pretty decent and good over here. I'm not sure. Berries. Oh no, berries are still good. Yeah, no, that's perfect. And then naturally what we also would like to do, I'm just going to get this back up to where it needs to be. Naturally what we want to do is actually have a zip line from here and have it, well, basically come to this area. So what we're going to do over here is going to be paths, and then we will add a zip line on top of one of these here structures. So let's see if I can do a single, or like so, I believe should do good. And then we'll just add once again one of these will be something like that. I think, not exactly sure. I think that's about the size that you want it to be. Maybe no, I think I need one more, one lower. Let's put that there. And then once again do a 3, and then we go to landscaping, add the one over there. Something like that should do. Let's see. So this is gonna be quite an interesting one. So I'm gonna have one over there. I know it's not that far away, but I'll just add it over there. Let's see, how far does it allow me to go? So I need you to be right over there. Right, so that should do the trick. That's going to connect it there. You are going to connect it there, and then you'll just go on to connect to that one. Beautiful. Beautiful. Yeah, no, that's pretty good actually. That's actually what I had in mind for this episode so far. So let me just quickly going to give them a little bit of time to get a few things done, and then I will get back to you. Alrighty, perfect. Wow, that took damn long. Really did. Anyways, so I've decided to also just add a whole bunch of these again. You know, just give us some more power. I mean, there's enough space for them, so why not? I mean, why not? We're going to add them there, and we're going to use it naturally because, well, we got, let's see, what is the network? We have a demand of 8,600, 8,800 now, and we have a supply of 11,000. But sometimes here and there, when there's not enough water flow or not enough wind power, it drops below the demand. So we don't want that. We don't want that. I decided to add these as well. Right, so we just want to connect those. I think we'll just have to give them a second before we do that. But these ones here we can connect. That's good. We'll connect those a bit later, and then naturally we just want to connect those. And then this is also taking quite a while, but I've added a few. When I say a few, I mean 2 extra smelters. So there's 1 extra smelter over there, And I've placed one extra smelter on this side as well, so that will provide us with a bit of extra metal blocks, which is quite necessary to get most of our work done that we are doing right now. So yeah, it's still gonna take a while, but we'll get there. We'll get there. And as you can see, we are making good progress on this. There's just a few left to do over here. I think that's what, that 13, I think 20. Yeah, it's 13. So another 13 left, another 10 left, and then that's going to be done as well. So we're going to be done with this in this episode, which is wonderful. Just place that one over there. We naturally need a way for them to get down there as well. Just put that there, and then we'll join them up like so. Yeah, that was a bit hectic, but okay. Anyways, and then we've given them a healthy amount of bad water storage as well. A few of those. That's going to be good as well when it is done. And then we've added the one bot part factory as well, which produces the bot heads, but at the moment they are using metal blocks, so we don't want to use too many metal blocks while we have all that work to be done on the other side. So I've just stopped them for now, right, just for temporary to get things done a little bit better on this here part. We're just going to use a lot of metal blocks. Metal blocks are going to be a lot. Metal blocks over here, as you can see, we've had 150 that we had to produce over here. Over here is another 90 that needs to be done. So I mean, it's quite a lot. I mean, we are doing a lot better now with it's well, a lot better, not really saying a lot better, but we've upped the production a little bit more. Let's see, so that should be done now. There we go. Let's see, so I do believe this is gonna, let's hope so. What does this say? So it's flooded currently. That is a bit of a problem. How are we gonna do that? Are we gonna have to go stand around and wait for it to actually dry up? Okay, yeah, that is what we'll have to do. Gosh darn it. Okay, so that's not gonna work until okay, that's a lot of fun, but it is connected though. We just need to finish up this part. Okay, anyways, so that is obviously not going to work right now. It is flooded. We'll just have to wait for this to, you know, clear up, which is fine. That will happen in the next episode. Definitely not going to happen right now. For this over here, let's just quickly plan out our last bit of connection that we need to do. Okay, so we are going to have to just remove the one, like so. Yeah, there we go. And then just join those up. We can just have these come all the way. Oops. Well, okay, that's weird. Let's see. So that. Give them enough space to do what they need to do there. There we go. Something like that. Something like that. And we'll just close it off like that. Okay, that should do the trick. That should do the trick. Why did these not connect? There we go. Yeah, I think that's good. All right, so we are basically going to connect all these new ones to our network, and then let's just quickly have a look here how things are going over here. Yeah, it's looking good. It's looking good. They are still building slowly but surely, but they are building, which is beautiful. I'm liking that a lot. Let's just have a look here. So this is going to take a while to start producing or dry up, so not a problem. I mean, I could actually make that go faster by adding bad water pumps. I guess we could do that. Let's just add 2 of them there. It's not going to be done right now, but at least we have it planned out. Everything is looking pretty darn good over there, so I am happy. Just give them a spot to go to like so. Yeah, oh, that's good. I am happy with that. This is looking great. This is looking absolutely wonderful. But on that note, thank you so much for tuning in, and if you enjoy these videos, feel free to leave a thumbs up. If you don't, I am sorry. I'll try my best. So yeah, I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.